On Josephine Nichols,
that ain't gonna happen.
On my
all
granny
three
grave,
of us
I'm
gonna die.
Well, you would die too.
All three of
well,
us.
You would die too.
I'm coming over here.
You not coming over here.
Handle it, cause I don't know.
Always be like, hey yo, we can get this money cheap. You know, I would have been. I bet you anything if I stayed there, all the men would still be there. Everybody would still be there. If somebody left, it would have just been on some other stuff. Because people have left on some weird traumatic drama stuff, so it gets confusing. You see, some people leave not because they should, not because it's wrong, but yes, because something happens with them and they don't necessarily control their emotions in the moment and they get frustrated and just leave. Yes, that's the case. But they shouldn't even be in these scenarios. They shouldn't even be in these situations. Why are they so frustrated? Because they should be on the mic. They should be making music. Because they should be in their craft. They should be. Efru had businesses in college. When Efru came to be with me, she had businesses. She was doing her own thing. She's a boss. She's a Taurus. I have her chart. She's a boss. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, we're real cool. She's cool as hell because she's effective. She's efficient. I love working with her. All of these people have crazy potential. You know, one more thing I'm going to reveal about this as well, and I have to say this, is that Malia, this is the saddest thing because Malia's gone through probably more than I've seen anybody go through. And the thing about like violence and everything, all that, Velvet as well, they like right on par. I guess his favorites get it the worst. So Malia, it's so sad, but I mean, I'm their astrologer. She has the aspect called the false prophet. It's a Jupiter, I believe it's a Jupiter-Pluto aspect. And this Jupiter-Pluto aspect is either a square or quincunx. I have to say this. What it does is it makes you disregard the truth entirely and just do what makes you comfortably emotionally. So it means that you can literally be a leader or achieve high positions by agreeing to a lie, by agreeing to lie to people, by agreeing to be fake, by agreeing to something that's wrong. And the way the aspect plays out is that instead of teaching people something true and something honest, she just takes the position and the power by using knowledge and using that as something to ride on. And then the quincunx of it being what she actually is doing is she's just feeding her emotions. She's just doing whatever makes her feel emotionally comfortable. Now that she's broken and emotionally tamed, what do you think is going to make her feel emotionally comfortable? To stay around, to stay loyal, to stay where she at. No change. No thoughts of her son. That's beaten out of her. That's no thoughts of her son. No thoughts of her family. No thoughts of her future. No thoughts of her purpose. I doubt any of them can really sit down and explain to me their individual purposes. And I bet you anything I could explain their purpose better than they could to themselves. It's at that point. I'm not like Eligio. I'm actually an intellectual. That's why people still fuck with me outside of Carbonation because I was never fake. I'm the same guy, and they know that. You come hang out with me, what am I going to do? Probably stream. Probably keep teaching. Probably do something of that nature. You see what I'm saying? I mean, Shaka knows. Shaka's been over here. Shaka done kicked it with me too. They know I just be on it. I be rapping, doing something. I gotta make something. You see what I'm saying? People were not allowed to be themselves, and that's not cool. People need to be in their purpose. People say the message, the knowledge, right? The knowledge is the message. The knowledge is not the message. Okay, guys, the knowledge is not the message. You are the message. The knowledge is the same. The knowledge ain't going nowhere. The truth is the truth is the truth. It's not going anywhere. Eligio doesn't own it. I don't own it. Nobody owns the knowledge, owns the truth. It's in you. Everybody has the truth in them. Know that. You're built of truth. You are made from truth. You are truth. Don't worry about that. You are a message. If you're not being yourself, you're not doing your job. Okay, to sin, if anybody who's a Spanish speakers in here, whoever's a Spanish speaker in here, or whoever speaks Spanish, you understand what sin means. What does sin mean? Oh, I want a taco with no cheese. Taco sin queso. With meat
No.
without. No, none. I don't without. I want it without that. None of that. Exclude that. Minus that. Please. I'll pass on that. That's sin. So to have sin is to be without. These people don't have purpose. So they are what you would call lost souls. So what are they liable to do? Sin. What is the word sin? Against the Holy Spirit. Against themselves. Against themselves. against everything that has to do with their purpose. That's the worst sin. To be lost, to have no purpose, to be aimless. That's what broke niggas is made of. Aimlessness. Broke niggas is made of, I got time. You see what I'm saying? Rich people have their time. They buy time. They learn how to buy time. They waste time. All I did with Eligio was waste time. Bigo only made them money when, of course, somebody was sending us their beams, or not even when we invested our money. We made it look like we made money, but we didn't because we put our money up. We made about 25 bands off of Bigo before. That was on me because I was flipping the PKs and I figured out how to use the lucky bags. I figured out the algorithm for the lucky bags, and I was able to hit millions on people. And I was able to do cool stuff off of that. So we hit big one time in Puerto Rico off of that, but they're desperate. Money's running low. They gotta go. It's time to grow. Eligio, let go. For real. I mean, focus on, go to jail, bro. Go to jail. The reason why I'm telling you to go to jail is because it's for your best interest to acknowledge what you've done. He said, what he said? He said,
In his now,
um,
in
he
his
said,
right
we
now.
let, huh?
He better live in his right now.
For real. Well, but that's the thing. How you teach a knowledge that you're not applying. So you
He
mean to
still
tell me you teach divine
ain't
knowledge itself at a high scale to where I should honor you, but you haven't acknowledged that your people are at a low vibration, servant attitude, servant frequency, and that you're going to live in that same frequency? You mean to tell me you didn't know that? You didn't mean to tell me that you didn't know that you had to uplift your people for everything to grow, including yourself, or they would have to go? The only reason why you have to isolate is because you're greedy, bro. It's because you're out of your purpose. You're in your lower self. You're in your lower natures. Eligio. You're greedy. This is why. You're greedy. That's what it boils down to. You have to be by yourself. And that's okay. That's your nature. Some people are like that. I'm not like that. People like me, if I'm around you, y'all got to be just as dope. You see what I'm saying? I'm not like him. We all got to level up, or somebody going to have to vibrate out. It's just like that. That's why I have this private group of people who choose to be successful. I do their charts, sure enough, money, money, money. In everybody's charts, it's like, yo, Taurus, Jupiter, Taurus. Second house, Midhaven, Taurus, Midhaven, Jupiter, Leo North Node, fifth house, Leo North Node, Sagittarius. All this beautiful stuff, just beautiful placements. Just Jupiter and Taurus and Leo everywhere. Just money, money, money. Capricorn everywhere. Virgos all over the place. That's money all over the place. I just did a chart with 2 grand Earth trines in the best places, all home placements. These people's charts are crazy. So I know the universe ain't playing with me. We winning. Whatever I'm doing over here, we winning. That's all I know. Whatever he got going on is depleting and is doing this for a reason. They're living against nature. He's trying to make his own rules in a world where there's, guess what? Laws, rules. There's some laws you can't break, bro. And you're gonna have to answer for all that shit you did in the past. And Shaka, I apologize if we ever looked at you or talked about you in a crazy way. Because I remember when y'all left, y'all was exposing what had happened on that hill that night. And that was major. That right there, I don't even know how Carbonation made it a day past that. I don't even know how we made it a day past that. That was blatantly public battery of a woman. Like, yo, and that's the same night he had made Zoka drink
Wow.
mad out. That was at Capricorn full moon. I'll never forget that night. I remember that.
Wow.
And that's crazy. So, like, I feel so bad that we made Velvet look crazy. I feel bad we made Nateri look crazy. And I had the definitions here. I was going to pull it up. Um, I'm just going to pull up some articles and I'm going to read a definition that I had read before.
we already
Uh,
tongue, bro. We good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a specific one I had found. It was very interesting. I can do it off of memory, and I can find the reference later because I'm not going to go do the whole camera lesson thing right now. But I'll just say it off of memory. Is that the form of rape that was mostly of a reach is my favorite one, and this is the fraudulent one. This is the one where you pretend to be something that you're not in order to get some pussy or in order to get something. Like, for example, acting like a government official and telling them, hey, if you don't do this, you can go to jail. So give me a little something and I'll let you go. That's rape. There's one common denominator. every time. So I don't know how this same common denominator has the audacity to get online saying they left because they couldn't handle it and they traded on you. They traded on you. So Shaka traded on you when you violated this man with his wife by disrespecting his wife. When you violated this man by disrespecting his wife, he traded on you. When you violated me by disrespecting my wives and lying to me publicly and everybody, we traded on you. If those women were to leave because they don't like being with a man who beats them for no reason and pees on them for his pleasure, is that trading on you? If that's the case, I mean, it's you against the world, and it should be you against the world. And I wish you the best of luck because nobody should be with anybody who does that to them. Period. Pyramid. Right? If they knew what that meant, if only they knew what they did. I noticed that they repeat. They're programmed. They repeat. They don't understand knowledge. They repeat knowledge. They don't know
Share the
anything about Muslim.
bomb right now. Share the motherfucking. My
It's
niggas on
disrespect.
fire.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think about this stuff all day. I just don't go on live, and then
Right.
I tolerate the stuff, and then I listen to certain things, and I'm like, I just talk to him, and then I see what he goes on live saying. Bro, you
Bro,
wrong, bro, because you come to the people completely wrong.
I be the
You come
same
to
way.
it's completely wrong, and I'm like, I'm usually not caring. I did come in here. I let you guys know what I was doing, what my business is, what I'm on. When it comes to him, there's no trading. There's no talking shit. There's only telling the truth. The question is, how much truth are we gonna tell? That's the question. That's ultimate question. Is how
Yeah,
much truth we can tell.
you got
Ain't nobody talking shit. I'm just wondering how much truth do we tell? What do I have to not reveal? What are you willing to expose for yourself? You know, at the end of the day. And I don't blame anybody there. Anybody there who's ever done anything, the women, all the slapping, all the smacking on all of those people, I don't blame nobody. I absolve everybody of their sins because look, they were under your influence, bro. They wouldn't have done that stuff otherwise. They don't build like that. They're
screwed.
not like I missed the count. I missed the crime count. What was the one I missed? False imprisonment.
It's
That's
5
very.
charges.
Do you know how hard it is to leave carbonation? Do you know how hard it is?
Nigga,
You better
I
be. Why
sneak
you
out.
think niggas
I
sneak
snuck.
out? Why you think niggas sneak out? They ain't got the time. I'm not trying to give you a whole dark harvest before I leave. You trying to feed on the rest of the last soda I can get and let me just walk out with the least. No, I'm good. At the end of the day, niggas leave and sneak out not because they scared or any reason other than they don't got time for you. They know what you on. They want to leave. They don't want to get smacked. They don't want to get hit. They don't want to get held back. They don't want the drama. They want to take what they want to take and they want to go. You see what I'm saying? That's why people leave. That's why they run out because they know what time it is. In order to leave carbonation, you got to get what? You actually, to leave, she wanted to leave. We're in the meeting. The meeting's going hours. Still wants to leave. I want to go. This person should be able to get up and walk out those doors. But if she got up and just walked out those doors and that was disrespect to him, she's at risk of getting beat up. She's at risk of getting jumped. That is
Mm.
not a situation you go and have sex with people right afterwards.
Right.
That's coercion. They want to. They're keeping. Notice how they pinned coercion on their page. They put it right. They put their name tag on. That's what they did. That's what it was. That's where they fucked up. This is where the rape is wrong. It's rape by coercion because if there is any type of physical violence at all leading up to the act, it doesn't matter if she said yes, no, maybe, kind of. It's out of fear for her own safety immediately. This is the one that I would use if I was a lawyer, and that's easy. Is it true that this and that same night she said she loved this other man, and you had her instructed to be beaten by his current wife that you're currently sleeping with? Yeah, okay. And what did she do? She smacked her repeatedly times. Under whose command? Eligio's. Why? Because she made a face. that he didn't like. Okay, what happens after that? She wants to leave. She tells the world she loves me again and says that she wants to leave.